Welcome back to That Dad Guy. It's February 9th, 2024, and if you're noticing things are a little different about me, yeah, you missed yesterday's video then. Yesterday's video, I shaved off the beard and trimmed up the head, and I wanted to go to a spring look, so the winter beard has come off. I usually grow one in December and into January and keep me a little warmer when I'm delivering the mail, but as it gets closer to spring and Valentine's Day, I tend to shave it off. So that is what I have done. If you want to see the transformation, you can go check out the last video. The other video I want to continue to promote a little bit. Actually, I have a couple that I should promote. Stamp of the Month. If you haven't watched that video, it's a really good one about, well, toot my own horn, it's a really good one. I think it's a good one anyways, but it is in connection with Liverpool stamps. So I'd like you to go back and check that one out if you haven't already. But the big stamp one too, on top of that, is Stamp versus Stamp. I like to give props to Snail Mail with Smokey, and I'd love you to check out that video. It's one that I think a few people might have missed this past week, and Smokey and I have a lot of fun putting them together. So if you haven't seen that one, go check that one out as well. Stamp versus Stamp, episode 4, I believe. Episode 4. And it is figuring out whether or not you can tell the difference between a lie and the truth when it comes to stories that Smokey and I tell each other. All right, that being said, today is Friday. I have mail that came in this week. I only have one official one from Postcrossing, which I will start with. But I do want, if you have just tuned in for the first time, you like what I'm putting out here for videos, and you want to support it, subscribe, like, leave positive comments so we can communicate, share with other people, and let's get started. All right, the very first one I got was this Star Wars Rebels postcard, and it comes all the way from Germany, comes from Marlene. She says she lives in Bavaria, and she is in Augsburg. She loves dogs, books, and to bake cakes. By the way, that's her job too. She's a baker. That gives me another reason to go back to Germany. I love, well, you guys know, I love cooking. I love eating other people's cooking. I especially love pastries and bakeries and sweets and things. So Marlene, I would love to taste all the creations that you probably have in your bakery. So thank you so much for that. She says, one thing she confused me on, she says, I hope to see Australia at some day. Must be so great. It is. I'm not sure why you're telling I'm in Canada, but maybe there was a miscommunication there. In the address, she certainly got it right that I'm in Canada, but she said she wants to go to Australia. Well, I've been to Australia. Maybe there was a connection there. I don't remember if I wrote that in my profile that I'd been there or not, but she says she wants to. Anyways, she decorated it really nicely. We've got washi tape. We have the stamps that are there, but she did something extra special. This envelope arrived. Exact same, both of them arrived today actually, and it's got an ID on the back. It matches the other ID, so Marlene sent me 2 more Star Wars Rebels postcards that are blank, so I can send them off to other people. I really like this cartoon. It was, I like Star Wars in general, but I like the Rebels, the way it was talked about, the way it was told. So thank you, Marlene, for thinking about. I'm not sure why you didn't put all 3 of them in this envelope to begin with, rather than paying the postage twice on it, but I appreciate that you did, and all the stickers and all the extra elements that you've done to it, so thank you so much. All right, let's get into the official ones that I received this week. Not the official ones, the direct swaps that I received this week. This first one is a meetup one, and it comes from our friends Karina, Len, and Sabine. They've been on some of the live chats that we've done. They're in Germany, and they went to this movie theater meetup, which I think is a really good idea. And there are all the people that were in attendance to it. There's the stamps, nice stamps as well, with the envelope and the rainbow going into it. Really like that. He says, hello, Rob. As promised, here's our card from our first meetup at the Nita Cinema. Have a nice day. Catch you in a future stream. I hope so. I look forward to hearing from all of you guys when you're on. So thank you for that meetup card. I did get some other meetup cards. I got 2 identical ones. And if you've been watching the channel long enough, you will know they're probably from my Austrian friends. I have 3 of them that are very good at communicating, and these are from Carl and Christian. I'll show you Carl's first, and all the stamps that he's got on there. A nice big postmark on there as well. There was only a couple people that attended this meetup, which is a shame that they didn't have more, but beautiful cards. And Christian sent this one here with the Vespa cancellation. I really like that, and I really like the old car as well. There you can see the 3 people that were in attendance, and 2 of them sent me cards, so I feel extra lucky about that. So thank you, Carl and Christian, for continuing to send me cards from the meetups. All right, this next card is a Star Wars card. And you can see Luke here in the cave on Hoth after his Tauntaun has been killed off, unfortunately. So this Star Wars card from Empire Strikes Back. And this is from Kathy in Canada. There's the stamp. And Kathy says it's getting a bit more spring-like for her. She's seeing squirrels around and watching all the different birds that are around as well too. So definitely getting signs of spring where she is. Now, if you could see back here, you'd see there's snow on the ground. It is a little bit warmer today, like around 0. I think it's getting up to 1 or 2 degrees, so some of the snow is melting. And over the weekend, I think we're supposed to be about +6, maybe both days this weekend. So a few more centimeters of snow should melt away as well. All right, thank you, Kathy, for the Star Wars card and the nice thoughts of spring. This next card comes all the way from Chile. This is our friend Isabel. Isabel sent this beautiful mountain card, and you're gonna love, if you love stamps, you're gonna love how she's decorated this on the back one. We've got hedgehogs, but look at those beautiful stamps with the mountains, the historical figures, lovely washi tape around. She's done a fabulous job. So thank you so much, Isabel, for that. These mountains are called the Torres del Paine. It's at the south of Chile. Very popular among tourists and hikers. And she says, give a happy birthday greetings to my wife. I will. So my wife's birthday is on Valentine's Day, the 14th. So next Thursday is her birthday. So Isabel, thank you for the birthday greetings for my wife. This next card is a Groot card from Guardians of the Galaxies. And this is a Disney card. It comes from Zach in Illinois. And there is the stamp. And he says that it's starting to get a little bit warmer where he is than it was. He works on airplanes, and when it's cold and they freeze, it causes lots of difficulties. So I'm glad to hear that things at your work are a little bit better, and the planes are functioning the way they should be. All right, my next card is a Spider-Man card. This one comes from our friend Lewis, who is in Spain, and he's getting ready. At this point, he was getting ready to go visit some of his family in Miami and Venezuela. So having a nice trip. He's decorated, of course, with Spider-Man and red, and matches everything up, and the nice stamps. He's been sending this stamp on almost all the cards he's been sending me lately, and he knows that I love it. It's just amazing how, well, one, the length of it, but how it comes out right out the other end. So every time I see that stamp, I thank Lewis for sending it to me. All right, my next card comes all the way from Burkina Faso in Africa. Throw up this little map. I had to look it up to see exactly where this was, but this comes from our friends Andre and Merritt. They're traveling once again. This was sent on the 23rd of January and got here, you know, within 3 weeks, I suppose. No, not 3 weeks, less than that. 2 weeks. So it made really good time. There is a breast cancer awareness stamp on there as well. Love getting mail from the 2 of them as they travel the world and go to all sorts of interesting places, and some places that have very small postal systems but still manage to get a stamp and cancellation from those and send them off to me. So thank you so much, Andre and Merritt, for once again including me on your travels. This next envelope comes from our friend Mirja in Finland, and you can see the new Valentine's floral heart stamp that's come out. So that she sent. She also sent this, the Dangerous Tango in Helsinki. The card she got, she said she's writing cards this weekend. There they've been having rotating strikes in Finland and Helsinki. So transportation and the mail system and all sorts of public offices have been impacted by these rotating daily strikes. So at this point, she was worried about how she was going to end up getting to work and getting cards out before the postal system was on strike again. So I hope that gets resolved quickly. The other card she included was a Moomin card, and she went to a chocolate tour of this chocolate place, Phaser. They have some lovely chocolates. She has sent me some in the past, and really good, rich chocolate. So she had a chance to do a tour of the factory and got some samples, got a gift bag with her tour, and really seems to be a good tour. So thank you for the cards from all your travels. This next card, actually it's a card, it's an envelope. It comes from Singapore. So this arrived with these stamps. And in the envelope, there was a letter which says, "Hi Rob, I'm a stranger." And stranger is in quotation marks. Stamp collector from Singapore. Enjoyed watching your YouTube videos about stamps and stamp collecting. Enclosed are some Singaporean stamps to add to your collection. Hope you like them. Regards. And Awang, I believe is the name. So Ayong Seng Woon. That's how he's got it on his card. And then so inside he has included some stamps from Singapore. Now I will show you those in another video. I kind of like to keep my stamps and my post-crossing somewhat separate. I like to show you the stamps that are on the envelopes and on the cards, but if there's a good collection of stamps that get sent in, I put that in a separate envelope, or a separate video, excuse me. The last thing I have to show you is our own ongoing cards that come from Eric in Ontario. He sends me one of these envelopes at the beginning of the month, and inside of it, it has some packets that have the riddles, so answers to the previous riddle, and dad jokes are usually included in here. So let's open it up. Let's see what we have for this week on February 9th. And I really like how he's got polo with a crown on there. So inside, we shall begin with the dad joke. And the dad joke of the week is, what's the difference between a dad joke and a bad joke? The direction of the first letter is the answer. What's the difference between a dad joke and a bad joke? The direction of the first letter. All right. So if you know dad jokes, they're kind of cheesy. All right, the recap. Weekly riddle for the Canadian Postcard King. Recap. You can chew when you do this. Or can you? It gets you from A to B. Not everyone has the ability, especially with a bum knee. What activity am I? The answer is walk. So you can chew gum and walk. Gets you to point A to point B. Yeah, walk's the answer. A lot of you got that one. I don't know that I did. I can't remember. The new riddle for this week, though, is a person or machine can do this as a job in their home or in the office. When there are too many items, it needs supplies, so paying may be the smartest. What am I? Long live the Canadian Postcard King. A person or machine can do this as a job in their home or in the office. When there are too many items, it needs supplies, so paying may be the smartest. What am I? Making coffee? A person or a machine can do this. You can make coffee, a person can, or a machine can make coffee in their home or in the office. Yeah, you can have them in either place. Where there are too many items, it needs supplies, so it needs water and K-cups or grounds. So paying may be the smartest. What am I? So could be coffee, or it could be a printer. Printers need supplies as well. A person can be a printer, a machine can be a printer. You can print at home, you can print in the office. Where there are too many items, it needs supplies. So it needs paper, it needs ink. I'm going with printer. You let me know if you think I'm on the right track or if you have your own suggestion to that. You guys always get it right, so some of you always get it right anyway. So think about what that is. So those are all the things that came in this week. Wasn't a massive haul of stuff, but still a nice surprise of things did come in this week from places around the world. So thank you so much. All right, tomorrow, let me get you caught up on what's going on. Tomorrow is That Dad Guy Answers, and I have been telling you in advance what time I'm going live, and tomorrow might be a little bit different. I'm going to try to give you a notice by putting something up saying that there is a live happening. I can't tell you exactly what time that's going to happen yet. I'm thinking 2 o'clock Atlantic Standard Time. And the reason why it's later, like last week it was 12, why is it going to be a couple hours later? It's because tomorrow is a stamp fair again. So I'm going to go out to the stamp fair. I have a kind of an agenda in my head, what I'm looking for. Last time I went to the stamp fair, I brought $100, so that was my budget. And I figured, what can I get for $100? This time I am definitely going to be hitting those 10-cent books, and we're going to look around to see what other things might be on the auction table. There is one particular stamp that I am looking for, so we're going to see if I can find it. We're also going to see if I can find it for the budget that I have given myself. So those, they may not match up. We'll say that. So I may end up getting some stuff from the 10-cent books, and you might be seeing a video on that, but you may also be seeing the stamp that I've been looking for if I'm so fortunate to find it for the budget amount. That's all I'll give you for right now. So stay tuned tomorrow. There will be a stamp video coming out, but there'll also be a live that will be happening, and I think it'll be around 2 o'clock Atlantic Standard Time. That's what time I'm usually finished at the stamp show, so I might go live then. If I decide to go a bit earlier, it means I'm going live while I'm at the stamp show. So that could happen too, depending. So I'll keep you posted, and hopefully you guys are around for it. Other than that, have a magical week. What, Polo? You say like, subscribe, share, and tell all your friends.
Who's a good boy? Who's a good boy?
Bye.